Hi, my name's Darin Fisher. I'm working on the Neeva app here at Neeva. I've been here since about March. Prior to that, spent a lot of time at Google working on the Chrome browser. Before that, Firefox browser. I've been working on browsers pretty much my whole career.
I'm Avi Fein. I do product here at Neeva. I joined in June of 2019. Then prior to that, I also spent a large chunk of time at Google. The last of that working on YouTube, doing things in ads and monetization before kind of joining them here. Search is almost a reflection of humanity because people put everything into that search box because it is just where you look for answers on your entire life, right? Like any problem you have, you search for things that you would not tell your family sometimes, or your nearest friend, and there's great vulnerability in that and also great responsibility in that. I think for us, this idea of just like being that gateway and that way to help discover information and help people kind of find answers for themselves is what search is in some way. How to build a search engine?
Very carefully.
Yeah, thoughtfully, because if you take that problem, right, of like what is search, it is a humongous problem. Practically, it means, doing things like building a crawl, which is like going off and gathering information of the web and having it, in our infrastructure to be able to actually go looking for, like you have an index and you want to go say like, okay, what are all the documents related to this? And then how do I choose the right answer? And then how do I present it and all the thing? And like, that's the guts of it. But like, I think honestly, we know this as a team, I would say, like those are known problems. People have built that infrastructure before. People here have built that infrastructure before. I think the hard problem is how to slice and dice it to start and then slowly build up on it. And I think that's kind of where we explore and try and discuss a lot and debate a lot of like what is the starting point that helps us build on top of.
I really like the way you talked about that search is this sort of gateway or reflection of humanity. When I think about the web and all the information that's out there, the fact that this software can go and connect you to content out there where maybe somebody else has a similar problem that you have and they've actually figured out an answer. When you think about the technology that's there to enable converting the way you would construct your query, and you want to naturally ask a question to the search engine for it to interpret that well enough to connect you and find all that other content out there that's related to what you're looking for is really amazing. And then just thinking about how as Neeva we can build on that. Really excited about the idea of connected apps, because to me that's like, in addition to the web, there's all these other content repositories, there's all these other collections of data that are important to me. And so to be able to bring all that together and to have Neeva working for me to go and find all those things for me, it's actually just really amazing. Yeah, so we just released the version of the Neeva browser for iOS in the App Store. We're working on a bunch of improvements to the app right now, as well as getting to work on a bunch of the features that we've wanted to work on. That first app that we put out there is meant to be just a very basic functional app that enables people to access the power of Neeva and all the capabilities of Neeva, but we want to also start to invest more in how we can make the browser more helpful to you. We're looking at how to make Spaces, the Neeva's system for allowing you to collect URLs and pages. We want to make that a more visual experience and one that feels more integrated with task management. We're also looking a lot into improving the suggest experience. We're also just starting to get underway in working on an Android app for Neeva. Really excited to do that as well.
On one side, I've been working with our, what we call like search features team, the kind of team that helps make a robust and delightful kind of like search experience. And so, some of the things that we have been doing is around personalization and helping to give members more control over their search results and their experience, such that they can say, I like more of this or less of this, and really curate the experience. In addition, I also work with our kind of growth team and helping to chart out what does it look like for someone to come onto Neeva? Like, that journey from a website visitor, someone interested about us, to becoming a member and actually having an account, working, with those teams, at least on the product side. In addition, helping to work with some of our, internal teams around just understanding data and really helping us to connect to users and members, which I think is just, critically important for us to have a pulse on, what we're hearing and what we're, doing well on, and maybe where we need to, do better.
I think for me, what gets me excited about Neeva is thinking about just how the basic experience can be changed in such a big way in the absence of ads. I think people are increasingly aware of the overhead that ads bring, but for me, it goes another level once you actually experience it. When I first used Neeva and had that experience of doing a shopping query where there was no ads, I was actually just blown away. For me, it's just clear that the product is so much better. The difference between what people are used to and what they can have is so amazing that's what makes it the right time for Neeva.
For me, I kind of have a meta belief or philosophy that innovation and technology kind of goes in cycles. And oftentimes at the beginning of innovation in general, technological, from what I've really seen, everyone sees opportunity, right? And everyone sees the greatness and how amazing this new thing is. Those opportunities come with trade-offs. You only end up seeing that later on in the cycle. And I think we're hitting this point where we as a culture and society are coming to terms with the downsides and the trade-offs that products like a free search or products like an ad-driven or ad-supported only web come with. And it comes with our data, it comes with us being sold, and it comes with these negative experiences. And I think that creates opportunity in itself to offer something new and to offer something else that says hey, maybe there's a different model that we've learned from the past that is innovation that builds on that. And I think that's what we're trying to do, and that's where we kind of launch off from at this point in time. As a product person first, I feel to me the lifeblood of how I work through problems and think about what we should do is through users, is through our members, and is through people who are interfacing with the product. And it's so hard early on to make decisions and know what to do, that now that we're kind of publicly available, we have people coming on board, it starts giving us real traction to get those feedback loops back to the team and understand, hey, what is working, what is not working. And I find that, I think, so valuable for me and for the team to help build something that is ultimately of value to the people using it.
Yeah, I'm definitely really excited for more people to be able to experience Neeva. Excited to see the feedback from users and understand how they're experiencing the product, and make sure that through that we can really focus on things that are going to mean the most to people who are using it. I'm also really excited for that next set of features that we want to build. This is just the start, just the foundation that we can build on top of. And so for me, thinking ahead to that journey and the next sort of wave of features and innovations that we're working on and bringing those out in the product, I'm super excited and looking forward to that.